Let's try a word problem. The price of jeans was reduced $6 per week for 7 weeks. By how much did the price of the jeans change over the 7 weeks? First of all, we have our little handy helpers. Same signs mean positive, different signs are negative. We have our triangle, and we have our faces. Back to the word problem, it says that the jeans were reduced $6. And so we have -6 because reduced means negative. And then it says that this happened for 7 weeks. So it was per week for 7 weeks. So that means it was reduced $6 for the first week, reduced $6 for the week 2, reduced $6 for week 3, and then it was reduced $6 for each week after until the 7th week. It says, by how much did the price of the jeans change over the 7 weeks? And we know that a change means addition. So we're going to have -6 plus -6 plus -6 plus -6 plus -6 plus -6 plus -6. Well, I don't want to add all that, and I know that repeated addition also means to multiply. So instead, I'm going to multiply -6 7 times. So -6 times 7. When we do this, we see that we have a negative times a positive. Well, those are different signs, so our answer is going to be negative. We can also cover our negative times positive on our triangle, and we see that over here we have a negative left over. Or if we have the negative times positive, that gives us a sad negative face, so our answer is still negative. 6 times 7 is 35, so we have, is 42, so we have -42. The price of the jeans decreased by $42. Decreased takes place of that negative sign. That means the same thing. Next, Jan received -22 points on her exam. She got 11 questions wrong out of 20 questions. How much was Jan penalized for each wrong answer? Well, we don't know how much the exam was worth. We just know that she received -22 points, so 22 points were taken away. So I'm going to look at this as, there's our handy helpers. I'm going to look at this as -22 points and 11 questions wrong. I'm not going to worry about out of 20. And then penalized for each wrong answer. Well, each usually means multiply, but it's in the question. So if each or multiplication is in the question, that means we must perform the inverse operation. So we won't be multiplying, we need to divide. So the points received up above says that it was -22 points. And then per how many questions? It was per 11 questions. And remember that per means divide. So we have -22 divided by 11. So we have a negative divided by a positive, and a negative divided by a positive are different signs, so our answer is going to be negative. And then 22 divided by 11 is 2. That means Jan was penalized 2 points for each wrong answer. Penalized 2 means -2.